Hello once again. Welcome to example 1 on the vectors that I started with you in the first video. In the first video, we started learning about vectors and we've done a detailed explanation on it, and I hope you understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. This is a continuation to handle another aspect of the vectors with you, and that is addition and subtraction of vectors. Okay, as you can see from the board, I've written addition and subtraction on the board. Okay, and that is what I want to teach you in this video. Okay, and you can see that I have an example on the board that I want to solve with you. But before we proceed and handle the example that I have on the board, I'm going to do a quick explanation on the addition and subtraction of vectors, and when you gain the understanding, we'll proceed and solve the example 1 that I have on the board. Okay, and please, I will advise that do all to watch the first video, okay, because the first video lays the foundation, okay, the basic knowledge and understanding that you need about the topic vectors. I've done all those explanations in the first video. Okay, so the first video lays the foundation, so do well to watch it so that you can get a good understanding to be able to handle this session as well. And please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please do well to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the addition and subtraction of vectors. Okay, so now let's say I have a vector. Okay, let's say I have vector A. Okay, so vector A equals to, let's say, S1 Y1. Okay, and I have vector B equals to S2 Y2. Okay, so I've explained to you from the first video, okay, that this S1 and this Y1, they are called the components of the vector A. Okay, so these are the components of the vector A because I've explained to you that vectors can be expressed in component form or column form, okay, which is the same thing. Okay, so this S1 Y1 refers to the component of vector A, and this S2 Y2 refers to the component of the vector B. Okay, so now I want to illustrate how you add vectors and also subtract vectors. Okay, so you are going to use this example to explain it. Okay, so now I have vector A given to be S1 Y1 and vector B equals to S2 Y2. Okay, let's say, assuming I'm being asked to find, let's say, A plus B. Okay, let's say there's a question which is asking me to find A plus B, meaning we are adding the vector A to vector B. Okay, the addition of vector A and B, that's A plus B. Okay, so what we do is that you bring your equal sign, repeat the value of the vector A which has been given, okay, which is the S1 Y1. Okay, so we are doing A plus B, so the value of the vector A given is S1 Y1. So repeat it. Okay, so you have your S1 Y1 and bring your addition sign, okay, because they are adding, and repeat the value of the vector B that you have been given, okay, which is S2 Y2. So repeat your S2 Y2. Okay, so we are adding A to B, A plus B. The A is given to be S1 Y1, which is written here, plus the B. The B is given to be S2 Y2, which is written here. Now, for us to conduct the addition, how we add vectors is that we add corresponding components. Okay, so again, how we add vectors is that we add corresponding components. And if you are subtracting vectors too, it's the same thing. We subtract corresponding components. And with corresponding components, what I mean is that you add the top values. Okay, when you are adding them, you add the top values and you also add the down values. Okay, so these are the corresponding components. So we add the top values and also we add the down values. Okay, so to add this and this is going to be, let me bring my equal sign, is going to be the top value here, S1 plus the S2 which is here. Okay, so it will give me S1 plus S2. Then you bring your brackets. Then you add the down ones also. That's we adding the corresponding component. So Y1 plus Y2. So write so Y1 plus Y2. Okay, and that is our final answer. Okay, we cannot simplify further because they are not like terms for us to simplify further. Okay, so the final answer is S1 plus S2 and Y1 plus Y2. Okay, that's how you add vectors. If you are subtracting also, it's the same approach. You subtract corresponding components. Okay, and what that means is that you just either add the top values. Okay, if you are adding, you add the top values, then you also add the down values. Okay, and write your answers there. Okay, if you are subtracting also, you subtract the top values and you subtract the down values as well. Okay, so that's how you conduct addition and subtraction of vectors. I hope the explanation is clear enough and you understand it as well. Okay, so I'm going to clean this one from here. Okay, and let's do another example. Okay, so I'm going to use another example to explain it to you so that we can proceed and solve the example that I have on the board. Okay, so let's say I have the vector A, okay, equals to 2, 1, okay, and I have vector B equals to, let's say, 3, 4, okay, and I'm being asked to find A plus B. Okay, let's say I want to find A plus B. Okay, so we are adding the vector A and B. So what's the value of the vector A? 2, 1. So you write your 2, 1, then bring your plus. The B is given to be 3, 4. You write your 3, 4. Okay. How do you add them? I've explained to you, add the corresponding components. And what that means is that you add the top values and you add the down values. Okay, so to simplify this one, it's going to be 2 plus 3, which will give me 5. And it's going to also to be 1 plus 4. Okay, you add the down ones also, 1 plus 4, which is going to give you 5. Okay, so this is your answer. A plus B is given to be 5, 5. Okay, that's it. Okay, I hope the explanation is clear enough and you understand it as well. Okay, assuming we have to find A minus B, let's do A minus B for these same vectors given. Let's do A minus B. So let me clean this one from here. Okay, I can even maintain it, and let's go ahead and do A minus B. So A minus B will be equal to your vector A is given to be 2, 1 minus, because you are subtracting, and the vector B is given to be 3, 4. I hope you agree up to this point. So to simplify, we subtract corresponding components. Okay, so that's how you conduct the subtraction also, the same way as you did with the addition. Okay, so we subtract corresponding components. So what it means is that we subtract the top values and also we subtract the down values. So 2 minus 3, it will give us minus 1, and 1 minus 4, it will give minus 3. Okay, I hope you agree with me. So this is the final answer. Okay, I hope you understand up to this point. Okay, so with this understanding, let's go ahead and tackle the example 1 that I have on the board. Okay, so I'm going to clean this so that we can have enough space to solve the example 1 that I have on the board. So example 1, it says that if the vector R equals to 3, 4 and the vector S equals to 1, 2, find I, R plus S, and I, R minus S. Okay, so we have been given the vector R to be 3, 4 and the vector S to be 1, 2, and we are being asked to find R plus S and also R minus S. Okay, so we are going to do that together. Okay, so I'm going to write down my solution. Okay, so I'm writing down my solution. So I'm starting with the I have R plus S. Okay, we are adding them. So the R is given to be 3, 4. So you write your 3, 4 down. 3, 4. You bring your plus, which is here. And your S is given to be 1, 2. So you write your 1, 2 there. Okay. And let's go ahead and simplify further. And it's going to be 3 plus 1, it gives 4. and 4 plus 2 it gives 6. Okay, so this is your answer. Okay, so we add corresponding components as I've explained to you. Okay, so you add corresponding components, you add the top values and you add the down values. I hope you understand up to this point. Okay, good. Now let's do the II also. We are being asked to find R minus S. Okay, so the II, R minus S. Okay, so your vector R is given to be 3, 4, then bring your minus, then your vector S is given to be 1, 2. Okay, I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so now let's go ahead and simplify. We subtract corresponding components. Okay, so 3 minus 1 is going to be 2, and 4 minus 2 is going to be 2. And this is our final answer. Okay, I hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it as well. Okay, so this is how to handle addition and subtraction of vectors. Okay, and I hope you understood it. Please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please don't forget to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you again in another video whilst we solve more questions on this. Bye bye.